Hello and welcome to Charlotte Motor Speedway, site to race number 13 of the NRSL Hooters Series Season 3. It's time for the Coke Vanilla 400 here to celebrate this weekend full of Coca-Cola racing. On the front row today is Maxwell Chan and Ashley LaPlante. Stephen Paul III, Dylan Thoreau make up row number 2. Jerry Shelley, Kyle Collins, row 3. Chris Washer will start alongside rookie Zach Kreller in row 4. And Seth Cole will start alongside Austin LaPlante in row 5. Here in row number 6, we find the points leader, Dylan Young, and we'll go from there. While we show you the rest of the starting grid, here's the points. Dylan Young is the points leader, like we mentioned. He is 14 points up on the 9 of Charles Sanford, who has 2 wins this season. Jessica Shelton finds herself 3rd in points. A great season so far for the Evernham duo. Maxwell Chan is 89 points back. Kyle Collins 106 back, 5th in points with 2 wins. The rest of the top 10 in points is Kyle Matthews, Preston Plord, Alex May, Jake Bassinger.
Start your engines.
And Sky Commons. On the final row is Preston Plord and Jessica Shelton. We will be carrying some onboards, and here they are. Starting with the Lowes onboard. Dylan Young. The Dodge onboard camera. The Cheerios onboard camera. The Ford onboard camera. The Chevy onboard camera. The Great Clips onboard camera. The AmeriQuest onboard camera. And the Old Spice onboard camera here tonight. So field rolling through turns 3 and 4. We've seen some interesting racing so far out of this track the last 2 weekends. And not quite sure what to expect out of these Hooters Series cars. We'll see. Really don't know what to expect. Pace car pulls off, field under control of Ashley LaPlante. And the green flag is out. We're underway for the Coke Vanilla 400. Maxwell Chan with the jump off the original start there. But it's going to be Ashley LaPlante pulling even and a little bit ahead off turn number 2. Going to expect to see a lot of 3 wide action throughout the field. As Bal quickly is for 2nd. Dylan Thoreau now wants the spot from Maxwell Chan. See a little bit of a break back there. As now, here we go. Dylan Thoreau going for the top spot. Peaking at least. Not able to get there just yet. Sam Young going to fall in line back there behind the 29 and the 42. So Thoreau now into 2nd. Shelley going to get 3rd away from the 60 of Maxwell Chan. As you hear my phone go off. Oh well, maybe. I don't know. Not going to check text though. Jerry Shelley gets put up to the outside line now by the... Dylan Thoreau gets put up to the outside line. Jerry Shelley now going for 2nd. Here comes Chris Washer inside. 3 wide for 2nd here, going through turns 3 and 4. Now it's 3 wide for 4th. Austin LaPlante on the inside, Maxwell Chan in the middle, and Dylan Thoreau on the outside. Meanwhile, Ashley LaPlante just starts to break away. Here comes points leader Dylan Young up towards the front. Started 11th, currently has worked his way up to the 7th position, going for a spot in the top 5. This the battle for 4th, actually. Cosmic Nova back here in the 42, moving his way up towards the front. Now up to 6th, going for 5th from the 60 as Austin LaPlante trying to make it a Joe Gibbs 1-2 right now. 18 in the 20 lead. Where's the 19 at? Dang, that's the only car missing out of the JGR race. Meanwhile, Austin LaPlante going to try and take the lead away from Ashley LaPlante, maybe. Not yet. Dylan Young now, though, into third, going for second on the 20, breaking up the JGR 1-2. No one's been able to pass the 18 yet. No one's been able to be up in second long enough to try and pass the 18. Now Cosmic Nova going for third, trying to make Dodge of at least somewhat relevant in this race right now. Alex May there working his way into the top 5. Mason Powers in the 88. One of the rookies this season that's been very impressive to the early going. Right now, top rookie though in the points coming into this race is Time Pollard. As Cosmic Nova now goes to second. I don't know if Time is leading rookie standings though. Rookie standings works on a little bit different manner than the actual points. Meanwhile, now Cosmic Nova into second. Alex May into third. Let's check out the back of the field. Kyle Matthews, Amanda Shelley, Mason Neal, and Sky Commons back here. Jessica Shelton's still on the outside line, but appears to be making some moves at least up towards the front of the field. Kind of an interesting idea there. Charles Sanford back here. There's Matt Dixon with a new paint scheme this week, I think. Goodies, I don't believe we've seen that on board that car this year. As Kazuyoshi is one that has fallen pretty far. Started up towards the front, was running just outside the top 10 at one point, now finds himself back in 27th. Trying to get his way into the top 30 in points coming into this race. Was 37th coming in. As looking through the field, Dylan Thoreau's gone back to the inside line now. And we do have our first lead change of the day. Alex May has gotten the lead away from the 18. And now it's Jeff James going for second. Aaron's Dream Machine running up front. Good to see for Jeff. It's been a tough season, really, depending on what you look at. He missed the Cup race, though, so not a very good showing for Jeff as trying to make it better here in the Hooters Series race. The only one he will be in this weekend. Meanwhile, here comes Card Pollard and the aforementioned Time Pollard towards the front. You see Dylan Thoreau almost getting put into the outside line there by Matt Balding. In the 11. So far clean and green though through 11 laps. And it's been action-packed up front, at least somewhat. Here comes Card Pollard looking inside of Alex May for the top spot. He's going to be there. Time Pollard, Seth Cole with the assist, as well as Zach Feller in the 1. Okay then, so this is interesting. The way it's worked out so far. Time Pollard now into second. Will he allow his sibling or cousin or whatever to actually lead this lap? Yes, he will. Now makes the move for the top spot. So it appears now the moves being made for the top spot a little bit easier. 12 laps complete on lap 13 right now. As you see Seth Cole going inside of Card Pollard, now trying to get inside of Time Pollard here going into 3. Going to put the nose in there, and he is there. Zach Kreller into 3rd. Austin LaPlante making his way back up to the front in 5th now. And I'm being honest, the field looks just like what it did when we started, just different cast of characters now. 2 by 2 all the way throughout this field. Kind of interesting the way that worked out. But now Zach Kreller goes to the 2nd spot. Austin LaPlante into 3rd. As all this behind Seth Cole. Look at the back here. Where's Dylan Young falling to now? He's fallen all the way back to 20th. And in fact, here comes the 9 of Charles Sanford. 1 and 2 in the points. Battling for probably about 21st on the racetrack. And there goes Sanford inside of the Lowes Chevrolet. Meanwhile, battle for the lead. Austin LaPlante going for the top spot, as Chris Washer has gone second away, or third away, I should say. Now going for second, as Jay Stella also moving his way up to the front. The 84, the rookie, having a terrific truck season, not so much in Cup, and so here in the Hooters Series. 26th in the points coming in. Doing a great job right now, running up in the top 5. Here comes William Duncan, a 2-time winner this season, looking for win number 3. Every little bit always helps when it comes to the chase. Probably going to be in it. And William Duncan 16th in the points right now, right around that midway point, but he is locked in as long as he stays top 30 and has an extra win on his belt, under his belt there, pretty much. So Duncan obviously looking for every little bit that helps for seeding, at least, because seeding will be based on the wins, and you do get some extra points. Balding now going for the race lead, though, with help from William Duncan in the 6th. Eric Powers there in the 2, had a tough break last week, was leading and had the engine expire at Iowa. Or 2 weeks ago, actually, I should say, at Iowa. Matt Duncan also up here in the 50. And I'm noticing that Jessica Shelton's starting to work her way up towards the front from that final starting spot, 42nd on the grid. And I don't know where she crossed the line there that last time. It was in the 25th spot, but she is on that inside line. Eric Powers now into 2nd, peaking. Duncan trying for 5 bonus points. Here comes his Roush Fenway teammate, though, in the 50. Trying to get 2nd away. And how about Preston Plord also up here in the top 10? 3 Roush cars all inside the top 10. Duncan trying for 2nd, and it's going to be Duncan and Roush 1-2 at Charlotte. Halfway home, this time by Kazuyoshi going for 3rd. Has Dylan Young been able to get up to the inside line yet is the question. Yes, he has. Back in 28th, this time by was 17th. No, 26th. Okay. That's a lot better. So Kazuyoshi now into 2nd, though. Plord into 3rd. And Baskinger going for 4th. Now we were asking where he was earlier in the race. Here he is now. But none of his teammates are up here. Kazuyoshi looking for the lead in the Gunbroker.com Chevrolet. Caution free so far through 21 laps. Working lap 22, and now the 0 leads for the first time today. Looking for win number 2 on the season. Baskinger looking for win number 1 of his Hooters Series career. Sanford looking for win number 3 on the season. Neal's up here as well. Mason Neal in the 39. Man, it's been an interesting season for him, to say the least, as well. Has some ups and downs this season. Finds himself 20th in the points as Baskinger goes for the top spot. Amanda Shelley up here. We saw her start towards the back, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. But Baskinger now, the Banquet Chevrolet leads. Here comes Charles Sanford in the Evernham Dodge, though. So now that time by, who was it? They gave it to Baskinger. 19 led the lap. Here goes the 9, though, into the lead. But how long will he have it? Because Mason Neal all over the back bumper of the 9. Down the back straightaway. Penske Racing Dodge. Gonna be there. Neal had enough of a nose in there to where Sanford had to let him in. Amanda Shelley into 3rd now. When will they lose it? When do they wreck? You can only be this close for so long, really, before someone pushes the envelope. Amanda Shelley now into 2nd. Going for the lead, though. Here comes Kyle Matthews in the 38. Talked about him earlier. 6th in the points coming into this race. Max Neuwirth coming up to the front. He's got a victory this season. He'd love to make it 2. Oh, boy. So it took a while, but Matthews now up to lead, and now Shelton into 5th as, boy, Shelley and Neal were interesting down that back straightaway. Neuwirth into second, now going to go for the top spot from the Dodge. As it's Dodges in the top 3 spots, Matthews, Neuwirth, Shelton. Here comes Shelton though now for seconds, with help from Jordan Davis in the 64, who announced that he would be going to Evernham next season. A lot of Dodges on the inside line. Here comes Dylan Young back up into the top 10 now. Up in 9th last time by. Davis now makes a move inside the 98. I think Dylan's now probably in the top 5 though. Well, maybe not. Not yet. 6th. There it is. Yes, 6th. Louvier, road course winner this season. He's up here in the mix. Matthews, though, leading a few laps. Now Jordan Davis gets to the inside. And now Louvier also going to shove him down into this corner. Shelton with an interesting line there. Dylan Young now back into the top 5. Louvier going for the top spot. Dylan Young going for 3rd. And here comes Henry Powers in the 90. First time we've talked about him all day. Working his way up into the top 5 for Roush Yates Racing. Or Yates Racing, I mean. Not Roush Yates, but whatever. As Kyle Collins, I think, is pitting. Yes, he is. So is Maxwell Chan and Matt Dixon and a few others. Pit stops here. Gonna decide a winner, I think. About 7 or so cars on pit lane that time by. And it caused a huge breakaway for the top 6. Really the top 8 though. Looks like Dylan Young, definitely Kyle Matthews pitting this time. And yes indeed, top 4 stay out. Quite a few guys pitting though back here. I think definitely advantage to pitting later because of the idea that you don't get held up as much. Louvier though with a huge lead because of Dylan Young pitting. Louvier gonna pit this time by. Looks like Henry Powers will stay out to lead a lap. No, he charged pit lane a lot harder than the 98 did, but I think 98's got that first pit stall. Yes, she does. Kazuyoshi stays out. The 0. Trying to play the pit strategy. Or just waiting for a caution, maybe. How many cars are stuck a lap down right now as a result? 32 cars scored a lap, or 32 cars scored on the lead lap right now. Kazuyoshi deciding he's had enough. He pits this time. And I would imagine it would cycle the lead around to the 41. Louvier on pit exit right now. Waiting to see who comes around. Here comes Matthews. He would be the top guy, I would think. Looks like he'll cycle around to 3rd. Maybe Louvier, Jordan Davis, possibly 2nd. Matthews, though, with a huge run. He's up to speed already. About 10 miles an hour difference. Louvier scored 2nd. There's Kazuyoshi. So that was the pass for the lead. Matthews now into 2nd. Okay, so this time by we'll do a field rundown with just a handful of laps to go. Matthews, though, looking for more. He wants the top spot. As pit stop cycle went through, Louvier was the leader. Then it's Kyle Matthews 2nd. Jordan Davis is 3rd. Now Matthews goes for the top spot, though. Louvier, remember, with the fresher rubber. But okay, so now Kyle Matthews to lead. Jordan Davis 3rd. Dylan Young cycle around as 4th, going for 3rd. Kyle Collins 5th. Neuwirth 6th. Matt Dixon came across 7th. Great job for that crew. Henry Powers 8th. Maxwell Chan is in 9th. Time Pollard now 10th. Mason Neal's 11th. Amanda Shelley. Chris Washer now is 13th. Sky Commons 14th. Jerry Shelley. Card Pollard. Jessica Shelton. Ashton LaPlante. Jake Bassinger. And now Preston Plord, the top 20. Jeff James is 21st. Alex May, 22nd. Kazuyoshi, 23rd. Dylan Thoreau, Jonathan Zorline, Eric Powers, Sam Young, Matt Balding, William Duncan, Charles Sanford, 30th. Graham Patterson right now runs 31st, but it's going to be Ben Neuwirth now in that spot. Matt Duncan's 33rd, Mary Shelley 34th, Stephen Pollard the 3rd, Seth Cole, Cosmic Nova, Matthew Marias, Jay Stella, Mason Powers, Austin LaPlante, and Zach Kreller, the field rundown. Meanwhile, Dylan Young now has gone to second around the 41 of Chris Olivier. Here comes Kyle Collins, remember a two-time winner this season. Collins has not had too much success beyond those 2 wins. It wasn't until recently he had 2 wins, 2 top 5s, 2 top 10s. Now Collins into second though. Matthews loving what he's seen in his rearview mirror. Max Neuwirth now into third, going for second. Great pitch strategy for Matt Dixon though, puts him up in the top 10. We haven't seen him all day long, and all of a sudden he is in 6th with just a handful of laps to go, 3 to go that time by. Now 3 wide here. Jordan Davis, Kyle Collins, and Dylan Young there. As Neuwirth gets away for second, these guys battle for third. 2 to go this time by. Hard to believe this one has gone caution-free so far. And it's a 2-car breakaway. Kyle Matthews, Max Neuwirth. Jordan Davis down into third. Or at least going for third. Neuwirth all over the back bumper of Matthews. Can Matthews hang on for just a couple more corners? Matt Dixon makes it 3 wide for third now back there. Dixon with one really good car. The white flag flies though for Kyle Matthews. Looking for win number 1 this season and win number 2 of his Hooters Series career. Dixon now into third. Not going to have enough time to catch him. Does Neuwirth have enough to be able to pass the 38? Or will he just let the 38 get this win? He's been making peaks. But off the final corner, it's going to be Kyle Matthews who wins the Coke Vanilla 400. Neuwirth second, Dixon a great job third. Louvier fourth, Dylan Young the top 5, Kyle Collins, Jordan Davis, Time Pollard, Mason Neal, and Card Pollard the top 10. But it's Kyle Matthews, who definitely was not irrelevant today, was up there all day long, gets the victory here tonight in the Coke Vanilla 400. Talked about the top 10. Look at the bottom of the results. Kreller actually ended up getting around Austin LaPlante. Nice. Pit stops, though, definitely playing a key role. Great job by Jessica Shelton. Started 42nd, moved her way up to 17th. The one thing I'm wondering, though, is where did Dixon start? He started 18th, worked his way up to 3rd due to pit strategy. Great job by those guys. Kyle Matthews, though, with the average speed of 187.191 miles an hour, gets the victory by 0.08 of a second over Max Neuwirth. But that will do it for the Coke Vanilla 400. One more race here from Lowes Motor Speedway. It's the Coke 600. 60 laps in store from this track. Oh boy. Congrats to Kyle Matthews on the victory. We'll see you next time.